I've been looking for a solar powered chandelier to hang off my pergola, but when I looked, all I found were these. And these are more like pendants than chandeliers, right? There's just one light, and none of them have any wow factor. I'm on it, and I'm thinking, why buy when I can DIY? And why not do it on a budget? Before just diving into the project, I needed some inspiration. I hopped online and came across these drum-shaped lights that are made out of natural materials, you know, like wicker, jute, cane, that kind of stuff. They have that casual and unfussy vibe that I like. So that's the look I'm going for. Something that feels casual, but still is stylish. Sometimes the best DIYs start with supplies you already have on hand. And my craft stash did not disappoint. My super thoughtful sister-in-law Jen gave me a bunch of old lampshade frames a while ago. She knew they'd come in handy. I sorted through them and I found this beauty. It has a simple but large drum shape, perfect for what I have in mind. And I've already spray painted this one black because, well, my color theme for this is black and twine. For the rest, I headed to the dollar store. I picked up a bunch of these solar light bulbs. They come in two different sizes. There's this bigger one and a smaller one. And then twine. Lots and lots of twine. I may have overdone it on the twine, but better safe than sorry, I guess. And I picked up a plant hanging chain with a hook. This is going to be the hanging mechanism. Sticking to my black and twine color scheme, I need to spray paint the silver on the bulbs, but I don't want to paint the solar panels or the lights. The lights easily tuck into the bottom, and I'm going to cover the solar panels with painter's tape. It's now time for the twine, and I don't want to just wrap it around. I do want to make a bit of a pattern, but before I get to that, I am going to wrap the entire bottom just with twine, and to secure it, I'll be using hot glue. This is wrapped so well, I can't find the start. Oh, here's the start. Be careful to keep your wrapping tight and vertical. Mine had a tendency to start slanting. This is an option if you want, but I wanted mine vertical, so I had to keep checking on it. I found that adding a dab of hot glue helped out with this. Bottom's done and it's looking good. Now, it did take longer than I expected, but that's okay. And I might do the same on the top, but I'm gonna put a pin on that while I start my pattern on the bottom. I'm going to first need like a base layer, I guess, to the pattern. So all it's going to be is I'm just going to go around, wrap one loop around each little piece of the frame, I guess, these vertical pieces, and just wrap it around and then keep going around. Just one simple little row, like really basic row. Wrap it around once and continue. Wrap it around. All the way back to the beginning. Now for my next row, I'm going to wrap 3 times around each post. 1, 2, 3, and then slide over. 1, Yay! Yeah. And now for the next row, I'm only going to wrap around each post once, and then the following row 3 times, and then the next one once. So that's just going to be my pattern for now, alternating 3 wraps and 1 wrap rows. Does that make sense? I hope so. But here I am wrapping once around. Way easier, by the way. And you can do whatever pattern you want. I just came up with this one. I don't want it to be like just completely covered in the twine. I want some airiness to let light through. I think that's what I want. So, well, that's what I'm going with. While I was weaving around the chandelier, I left a lot of airiness to allow the glow from the solar lights to shine through. It's getting really close to the top rim, and it's kind of getting hard to weave this lump in and out, so I'm going to guess how much I need to continue wrapping, to finish the wrapping around, and then I'm going to cut that, kind of secure it with tape, and then I'm going to wrap the rim. I guess I could have wrapped the top rim earlier. I was just, I don't know, formulating plans in my head, but I kind of like it so far. So let's just see how much more I'm going to need. I'm going to guess that much and then add a little more. Totally guessing. Me and measuring are just not great friends. There. I'm gluing it on the inside just so I don't see that lump on the outside. It'll look, this just helps make it look a little more finished. The rim is done, so now I just have to finish this part right here. I just have the tail left and I'm hot gluing it and kind of trying to tuck it in somewhere. That should hold. Lampshade part is done. I'm quite happy with how it turned out. I did consider adding some more, some more lines somewhere, but I really am quite happy with this. This is my style, so I can say this part's done. Now, adding the light bulbs. My spray painting's dry, so all I need to do right now is just make sure I take off the tape, because they won't work if the tape's still on. And, oh, it looks great. So, I'm just gonna take the tape off of all of them. Okay, so now to add the light bulbs back. Oh, maybe I should let this part dangle again. There. Oh, that'll match perfect. Look. Okay, now to do the rest of them. The frame already has 3 V notches built into it, which is perfect for hanging the larger light bulbs. I definitely want to add one more large light hanging right down in the middle. And I was thinking of using part of the chain that I bought, that's the hanging mechanism. I just have to see how much chain there is and how many links I can steal. Then once that's done, I might use more chain to hang some of the smaller lights just for, I don't know, more dramatic effect, I guess. So let's open apart this chain and see what we got. It is pretty long. I think 5. I'm going to take 5 links off each chain. Even though the middle light does seem pretty secure, I might get a bigger plier just to kind of crimp it down just a little bit more. But I think 4 lights is enough. I know I did these ones and I was going to add them, but I feel like that just might look too busy. I think this looks good. Okay, so I'm set with that. And now it's time to add the hanging mechanism. And I did originally think I was going to do it around the outside, but I feel like that might be a bit too thick. So this top outside, I guess it's the top rim. I think I'm going to do it around one of the posts, like 3 of the posts instead. Okay, I'm going to give it a try. Oh, I got one. It hangs pretty level, maybe. Ooh, if this part here wasn't coming off. Okay, there. That's not bad. Oh my gosh, I made a chandelier. This to me is definitely budget bougie. Okay, honestly, it looks store-bought. Now I just have to hang it outside. You look great. That is the exact casual but stylish light I was hoping for. And it cost a fraction of what it would have been if I bought it in store. I spent $11.50. That was $6 for the lights, $1.50 for the chain, and $4 for the twine. Now, the spray paint and the lampshade frame, I already had that, so it wasn't an extra expense for me. If you don't happen to have a sister-in-law, Jen, that can gift you lampshade frames, the thrift stores always have them. As for the twine, only buy 1 roll, not 3. This is how much I have left over from the 1 and only roll that I used. But $11.50, I think that's a bargain. And this is a fun project. Speaking of projects, if you enjoyed this one, give the video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more like it, consider subscribing. And what should I do with the rest of the twine? Do you have any outdoor DIY suggestions? Because I have a lot of twine. Well, thank you so much for clicking on this video and spending some time with me, and I'll see you soon with another project. Bye! What's that? I don't know what that square is there. I'm on it, and I'm thinking, why buy when I can oh, I forgot a whole line. Yeah, gotta think of something to do with all that twine. Maybe I'll make an indoor light. Like an indoor. Ooh, because I still have all those lampshades. Maybe an indoor one. But if you have any ideas, still let me know.